Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the RotoBaller Radio Waiver Wire Series. I'm your host, Anthony Aniano. Happy to be with you here today as we take a look at some pitchers available on the waiver wire for Week 7 of your fantasy baseball season. The week beginning Monday, May 23rd. Folks, don't forget to win big in 2022 with rotoballer.com's MLB and DFS Premium Pass, which includes 15 exclusive lineup tools, daily DFS cheat sheets, and our new Team Sync platform. Use RotoBaller's exclusive hitter projections, pitching planners, DFS value plays, research stations, lineup optimizer, and more to help you win big. For a limited time, get your MLB Premium Pass for an extra 10% off using the promo code ACES. Visit rotoballer.com, sign up today, and start rotoballing like a boss. All right, everybody. Hopefully you already watched the hitter video for Week 7. Now time to talk about some pitchers available on the waiver wire. As you know, if you tune in each and every week, you know I use Yahoo roster percentages as my go-to point. Try to keep it at or about 40% rostership. Okay, full disclosure, it's Saturday, May 21st. As I'm recording this, a couple of these pitchers have starts today. Two pitchers actually have starts today, so things could change a little bit. Values could go up, values can go down. We'll discuss that. So just be mindful of it as you set that waiver wire. My first pitcher is my number one ad, the one I mentioned the last week, and some of us aren't listening, and since then he threw a complete game, only one run allowed, and that's Nick Pivetta of the Boston Red Sox. Still only 18% rostered. Folks, I'm in a league that Josh Hayes, Magic Mike from SiriusXM, my co-host, runs, and Nick Pivetta was available on the waiver wire. I had $926 out of $1,000 left in my fab budget. I went in for $75 on Nick Pivetta, and I got him. Might be a start too late. I missed the complete game the other day. But nonetheless, Nick Pivetta at 18% roster on Yahoo needs to be rostered and needs to be used. His next start, May 24th, against the Chicago White Sox. In his last 16 innings, he's allowed 2 earned runs. Over the last 2 weeks, 14 days, he's thrown 22 innings, 22 Ks. It's about 8.2 Ks per 9 innings. Pitched to an ERA of 0.82 and a whip of 0.50. On the season now, 42 and 2/3 innings, 41 strikeouts. His ERA is now down to 4.22. It was over 6. Last week when I talked to you, it was over 5. It's dropping with each and every start. His whip is 1.15 on the year, and his batting average against is a low 222. He has been terrific over his last 4 starts. Be mindful of it. May 24th against the Chicago White Sox. He's up next, and I will have him in my lineup. Up second, and I can't believe this name's coming up, but it's time we pay attention to Jose Quintana of the Pittsburgh Pirates. 29% rostered. And somebody right now going, Quintana. It's tough for me to ignore a guy on the season who's got an ERA of 2.19, a whip of 1.08, and a batting average against of 194. Now, he's got to start later today, Saturday the 21st, against the St. Louis Cardinals. And all their young players, they've been brought up. I mentioned them in the hitter video. Okay, starts today. Adjust your bid accordingly, depending on how he does. And then his next start should be towards the end of next week, May 26th or so, roughly, depending on how things work out for the St. Louis Cardinals. Over his last 2 weeks, 13 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts. It's about just under 7 Ks per 9. Hasn't not given up an earned run. 0.00 is the ERA over the last 13 days. Over his last 13 innings. Whip is 0.77. On the season now, 30 strikeouts and 37 innings pitched. Just over 7 Ks per 9. And like I mentioned, the ERA is 2.19. The whip is 1.08. And the batting average against is 194. People aren't hitting them, folks. That's just the numbers. They don't lie. Okay, 29% rostered. Up third, Chase Silseth of the Los Angeles Angels. Now, he's had 2 starts. First start was very good, 6 innings, I believe, shutout ball. Second start just the other night, 4 1/3, got hit a little bit against the Oakland Athletics. He's now up to 10 1/3 innings pitched With 10 strikeouts, it's about 8.7 Ks per nine. His ERA is still at 2.61, and his whip is at 1.06. Now, his next start's a tough one, May 27th against the Toronto Blue Jays. Understandable if you want to avoid the rookie, okay? But he is worth a streaming ad, a flyer ad, I should say, at this point based on his minor league numbers. In 26 innings pitched at the AA level this year, he pitched to a 1.73 ERA, and his K rate, Ks per nine, was at 12.8. This is a strikeout-strong pitcher, okay? Right now, taking a little bit of a dip at the major league level. Innings need to increase, no denying that. But Chase Silseth for the Los Angeles Angels is slated for another start May 27th against the Toronto Blue Jays. David Peterson of my New York Mets, he'll be filling in for Max Scherzer for the next 6 to 8 weeks, okay? And Peterson has had success. 2 years ago, pitched very well for the Mets. Last season, injured, was a lost year. And this year, in 19 innings pitched, he's been up and down. He's had some spot starts, and he's pitched well. In 19 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 7.6 Ks per nine. ERA sits at 1.89, and his whip sits at 1.11. And like Jose Quintana, the batting average against has been very good in those 19 innings. It's at 194. His next start is the 23rd in San Francisco against the Giants. David Peterson must own in an NL-only league, deeper formats as well. He's 7% rostered. Somebody to be mindful of. In a 12-team standard mixed league, you'll probably get him for $1 if you're looking for some starting pitching help if the pitching has gotten too thin. My final starting pitcher of the day hasn't even pitched at the major league level yet this year, but that's Matthew Liberatore of the St. Louis Cardinals, getting the start in a couple of hours on this Saturday afternoon on the road against the Pittsburgh Pirates. At AAA this year, okay, 40 innings pitched, he struck out just over 28% of the batters he has faced, about 10.4 Ks per nine innings. Batting average against him this year at AAA is at 243. He's pitched to a 3.83 ERA and a 1.20 whip, all at the AAA level. Getting the start today against the Pirates. Should get a few more if he pitches well. He's rostered in 32% of Yahoo leagues. Pivetta sits at 1. Quintana 2. Okay, then you have your people are going to pay a lot for Liberatore. People are going to pay a lot for Silseth because of the upside of the young players. Everybody loves the shiny new toy. The under the radar ad, the sleeper ad. David Peterson of the New York Mets, the lefty, will be filling in for Max Scherzer. And finally, one relief pitcher to be mindful of, not going to get you many saves, kind of been a spot starter, long reliever, but has been picking up strikeouts for you. If you're looking for that reliever to plug and leave, give you some innings and give you some Ks, is Aaron Ashby of the Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, 12% rostered on the year. He's pitched in 9 games this year, 6 in relief, 3 starts. Now, over his last 2 weeks, he's pitched 9 innings, giving you 12 strikeouts. Okay, 12 Ks per 9, nothing to sneeze at. Opposing hitters have hit .210 against him on the season. He's been tough to hit. The problem with Aaron Ashby, okay, could hurt your whip a little bit. He's averaging just over 5 walks per 9 innings. That's a scary number. Whip on the season is at 138. On the season, 28 and a third innings pitched, 34 strikeouts. So again, what are we looking for? Okay, ERA is at 3.49. I always say this, especially in a daily league. You want that long reliever, that middle reliever, who could come in, dominate for 2-3 innings, and pick up a couple of strikeouts. Ashby's doing that. If he gives you 3 innings in a week, you're looking at maybe 6 Ks. So it's something to be mindful of for Aaron Ashby, kind of pick up a few strikeouts. He's not going to get you any saves, not with Josh Hader, and he does get the occasional spot start where maybe he goes a little deeper in the game and gives you a couple. Like I said, 9 games, 3 starts, 6 relief appearances on the year. Okay, saves, guys like Emilio Pagan, guys I've mentioned in the past videos, still available on the waiver wire. Should make sure you check all of that out as well. Pivetta, Quintana, Silseth, Liberatore, and Peterson. Aaron Ashby, if you're looking for a reliever to add for no cost at only 12% rostered. All right, everybody, make sure you go back, check out the Hitter Waiver Wire video as well. Follow me on Twitter at @Aniano Fantasy. Like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel. And don't forget, download the app, the RotoBaller app, for all the latest news and articles, courtesy of rotoballer.com. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Stay smart, stay safe. Have a good one, folks.